This video may contain voice assistant activation phrases.
Hi, Mark here from newhometricks.com, and today I want to give you a bit of an update as to the latest additions to our Sonos smart speaker setup that we've got here. First of all, apologies for not posting in a while. I've been away on holiday at the start of December, then suffered a short illness, then into Christmas and New Year, which got a bit hectic of course, but I thought I'd kick off this year with a video about Sonos rather than yet another Tado video, because I'm conscious that I haven't updated you on the latest changes to our Sonos smart speaker setup. So I'll get right into it. One of the speakers that we've added is the Sonos Beam. We've got this installed because we've moved our old TV from the living room upstairs here to the office because we'd replaced it with a new TV downstairs, and you may remember that's where we've got the Play Bar, Sonos Play Bar. But this is the Sonos Beam, which is a smaller and more compact soundbar from Sonos. Also comes in at a lower price point, but it does have a few features that some of the other Sonos speakers don't. First and foremost, this speaker has voice assistant capabilities built in the form of Amazon Alexa. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 2:24 p.m.
Now, Alexa's going to be joined by Google Assistant some point this year, so Sonos say. They were hoping to deliver that last year in 2018, but it got delayed. But Sonos say they're still working on it, still working with Google to add Google Assistant capabilities to their newer speakers. So we'll wait and see how that pans out when that comes through. But this does have the Amazon Alexa capabilities built in, which is a little bit easier to use and to control compared to having a separate Echo device to control your Sonos speakers, which you can do. Through the Sonos skill, you can use your Amazon Echo devices to control your Sonos speakers, but you have to be very explicit about the commands that you issue. If you just say, Alexa, start playback, Alexa will assume that you want to start music playing on that Echo device, not on your Sonos speaker. You have to say something like, Alexa, start playback in the living room, and that's going to tell Alexa that you're looking to control another device in a specific room, and it will then go and do that. But of course the opportunity for you to misspeak or make a mistake is quite high, whereas when you've got Alexa built in to the actual Sonos speakers that you're looking to control, you don't have to be explicit. You can just say start playback, stop playback, pause, etc., and it will just do it on that particular device because it's not separate devices, it's just one device. A few other things that are different about these speakers is that you have Apple AirPlay 2 built in, so if you're heavily invested in the Apple ecosystem, then you've got AirPlay 2 built in. Of course, Apple have launched their own smart speaker in the form of the HomePod, but if you are already invested in Sonos and you're looking to continue to buy Sonos speakers, then you've got that capability built in. That capability isn't going to be coming to Sonos's older speakers because it's a hardware limitation. It requires specific hardware to be built in, which this speaker does have, whereas of course the older ones do not. Few other changes compared to some of the other Sonos speakers is that it's got touch controls rather than physical buttons. You've got your volume up, volume down, play, pause, and because this has a voice assistant built in, it's got a microphone mute button if you'd like to temporarily disable the microphone. Setting it up was just as easy as adding any of the other Sonos speakers to our setup, but with the added step that at the end of the process you of course are asked if you want to log into Amazon in order to enable Alexa. That's actually an optional step. If you don't want to enable Alexa on this speaker, you don't have to. You can just skip over that and then the voice assistant won't be active on this speaker. So if you have any privacy concerns, if you just don't want to use that capability, you just don't log in, you just don't add Alexa to the setup, and that way you don't have that capability enabled on the device. Another difference versus the Play Bar is that this speaker doesn't connect via an optical cable, it connects via HDMI audio return channel, or ARC, to your TV. Now if you don't have HDMI audio return channel on your TV, you can still use an optical cable via an adapter, but Sonos include that adapter in the box, so you're not stuck there if you don't have HDMI ARC on your TV. Sound quality from this is excellent. Obviously the reason that we wanted this was because the sound quality that we get from this older TV is pretty poor. Obviously, as many people will know, TV speakers are often pretty bad, and it can kind of ruin the enjoyment of watching TV, movies, playing games, etc. So adding something like this in makes a huge difference, and of course because it's a more compact speaker and lower priced, it's a little bit more appropriate for us here in our office where we're not going to be spending a huge amount of time watching movies, but on those occasions that we do, we'd like to have good sound quality. So this has been a great addition to be able to kind of boost the experience of our enjoyment of entertainment in this room. So now we're going to move on to the Sonos One, which we've installed in the kitchen, replacing the Play One, which we've moved upstairs to the bedroom. Physically, these speakers look virtually identical. A slight difference in the colour scheme and different controls on the top. The Sonos One picks up the touch controls that are the same touch controls that you find on the Beam. It's also got the voice assistant built in, it's got Amazon Alexa with Google Assistant coming soon, and it's got the Apple AirPlay 2 technology as well. But other than that, these speakers are very much the same. The Play One is still available. This hasn't been removed from the market, but the price of this was reduced slightly to reflect the slight differences in capability between this and the Sonos One. But if you're looking to make a start in Sonos speakers, this is probably the one that you'd want to go for, because it does have the voice assistant capability and the Apple AirPlay 2 capabilities built in. Certainly being able to get this kind of speaker with without the need to have a separate voice assistant device like an Amazon Echo or a Google Home is very advantageous. And certainly when the Google Assistant is released for Sonos, then that will certainly put it into a position where you'd want to ask the question, why would you buy a separate hardware for a voice assistant when you can just buy one entertainment speaker and have everything that you need built in, especially if it's the case that you can simply say whichever activation word you need to speak to either Alexa or Google Assistant, rather than having to switch between the two, or again, as mentioned, having separate hardware. Obviously the price of this is going to be a little bit more expensive than particularly the more compact voice assistant speakers from both Amazon and Google. The Echo Dot and the Google Home Mini are certainly going to come in a lot cheaper than a device like this, but at the same time you're certainly not going to get anywhere near the same kind of sound quality out of those devices compared to a speaker like this or the Sonos Beam. It's highly likely that future Sonos speakers are also going to include similar capabilities. So the Play 3, for example, was discontinued last year, 2018, and it's rumoured at the moment that there's a new speaker coming along. Maybe that'll be the replacement for the Play 3, maybe it'll be something completely different, but it's highly likely that future speakers coming along from Sonos are going to include all of these kind of capabilities: voice assistant, AirPlay 2 support, etc. And of course, with new upgraded internals, there's every possibility that future software updates will also deliver additional features and capabilities. If you'd like to learn more, I have written up a companion blog post. You can find the link to that in the description below, or visit the website newhometricks.com. If you've liked this video, please share it. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.